Football again, and today we're going to be previewing the Champions League big game between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. And with me to do this is Warifa Marcos and Mustafa Jinadu. I'm still Afolabi. Welcome to another football show.
Okay, this is going to be a high-scoring game in the Bernabeu. We know that our boy Mbappe is on fire lately after carrying France with buckets of goals. So this is going to be great. He's going to be facing Kim or somebody. I think the guy's name is Kim, the central defender from Real Madrid. I mean, not from Real Madrid, from Bayern Munich. But Rodrigo is injured, so maybe the front line of Barcelona, of Real Madrid may not have enough people. Now we have to look at the other side. We know that Bayern Munich is fantastic. Olise on the right. Who's on the left for Bayern Munich?
Bayern Munich is
Musiala.
No, it's not Musiala. It's this guy.
Kimmich.
Anyway, they've got Musiala coming forward.
Luis Diaz.
Diaz on the left.
Okay,
Musiala as an attacking midfielder, and of course on the right, Olise, and then Harry Kane. Those four players can unlock any defense, and I don't care how good Real Madrid is. They're going to unlock Real Madrid. They're going to score, but the only thing is that this game is in the Bernabeu, so it's going to be a tight game. Bayern Munich is going to control the midfield. They're going to control possession. Like I said, you've got Olise working on the right. You've got Harry Kane, who's a number 9, but he's also a playmaker. Harry Kane is almost like a number 10 and a number 9 at the same time. You've got Musiala, who cuts forward. On the left, you've got Diaz. I don't think Real Madrid can handle this. Let's talk about Rudiger. Rudiger will have to take on Kane, but Kane is not Haaland. Rudiger shut down Haaland.
Yeah.
Kane is not Haaland. Kane does work off of the ball. And when Kane goes off the ball, he's going to create spaces for Olise on the right. If Olise is there on the right, he's going to create spaces. So I see this front four of Bayern Munich, one of the best in the world. It's very close. You have other teams like Arsenal and City, but this front four is very bloody. So where this game is going to be decided is we know that Real Madrid is going to try to score on the counter, stretching defenses with Mbappe, but the problem, like I said, Rodrigo is not there. We know that Vinny and Mbappe tend to drift and clash with each other. Nevertheless, I'm going to say that this game could be 2-2, Real Madrid 2, Bayern Munich 2, and on the second leg, Bayern Munich is going to take this head-to-head matchup. What do you think of Falabi?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, Bayern Munich have players that can unlock the Real Madrid defense. I mean, you mentioned those front three. They're probably the best in Europe. I mean, we saw Luis Diaz when he was at Liverpool, and now he's gone to Bayern and hit the ground running. He's a very good presser. He shows a lot of intensity. And when you look at take-ons, 1v1 take-ons, I think he's leading the stats in the Bundesliga. Very good dribbler. Him and Olise will stretch the Real Madrid defense. They will stay high and wide, while Kane will try and pull the Real Madrid defenders to the midfield and then open spaces up for Musiala. So it's going to be difficult to play those four. They're really very good players, and they have that ability to keep possession for a long time. The kind of counter-attacking opportunities they had against Man City would not happen here because, Bayern is a pressing machine. They won't give them that opportunity. And in the midfield also, they have Pavlovic and Kimmich. They know how to dictate the pace, set the tempo of the game. And when it comes to finishing, there's no better player in the business as Harry Kane. So I don't think this would be a very difficult one for Bayern. I think they'll win home and away, in my own opinion. And then plus the fact that Thibaut Courtois, the Real Madrid first choice, is injured. So I don't think it will be Man City was a cakewalk for Real Madrid. Bayern Munich is not going to be like that at all. They have very good technical players.
They need to watch out, though, because Bayern Munich plays a very high line, so they just need to watch out for the counter. But they
counter from Madrid, yeah.
But I agree. I think that Bayern Munich, like you said, I say they draw, but I wouldn't be surprised if they win, like you said. What are your thoughts, Mr. Warif?
Yeah, one thing about Madrid, psychologically, they see themselves as the king of Champions League, but this time it's going to be a different ball game. Because why I believe in Bayern Munich, if they have like 10 chances, they'll score like 7. And like Mr. Falabi said, the front line for Bayern Munich, they are fast. And Harry Kane can easily drift into the midfield, play like number 10, like you said, and still go back and play as like number 10. So making more space in the midfield and still reposition himself to to deliver. So another thing what is it called? Madrid. If they are not careful, they like they want to sit back to catch on counter attack. This is hard for them because Mbappe. One thing I don't like Mbappe is that he does not deliver. If he has chance, he might score 2 or 3, and it's not a good one for them. And so the coach should talk to Mbappe and Vinicius Junior. Let it not be as if it's a personal glory. They should play as a team. But why I'll give it to Bayern Munich, Luis Diaz. Even when he was in Liverpool, I fear that guy because the guy is very fast. He plays like a criminal that plays football. Very fast. And at least you can always deliver. Yes. So I'll give it to Bayern Munich. He's like a final before the final. But Bayern after Bayern.
Like someone who's still bred and they're trying to lynch him. They're running with the bread.
Very fast. Very fast.
Yeah.
All right. What is that, Seguri?
Seguri hasn't joined us yet.
Oh, he didn't come in. Was he here before? I thought he was in.
No.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so any last thoughts on Falabi?
Yeah, so like I said...
Talk a little bit more about... We don't want to focus a little bit more on Real Madrid. So what do you think they have going for them? Because I know that...
the main strategy against Man City was... They saw that Man City was a bit slack in pressing. So they will get the ball to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is very good at playing 40, 50, 60-yard balls. So he was picking out, the likes of Vinicius Junior and Valverde, because Man City had a high line. This time around, they won't allow that kind of thing because Luis Diaz is going to be marking Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's going to keep him under check, press him, and won't give him that kind of opportunity. And another mistake they made was that Haaland just stuck to the front. He wasn't coming back to midfield to receive the ball like Piqué would do. So I think, I think for Real Madrid, their only route to scoring here would be from counter-attacks. And then if you look at this kind of game, what if Bayern Munich scores first? They will not have to abandon their out-of-possession game and try to push forward themselves and play a high line. So it's delicately poised. But I feel if you look at the way Bayern play, they play with a lot of possession. To even get the ball from them is difficult because Vincent Kompany has built a very cohesive, that one-touch football. They have that understanding. And it's a blessing in disguise that Musiala is fit to play this game because he has missed a lot of games, but he's fit to play this game. That is another X factor for Bayern Munich. And so in spite of the fact that you have Vinicius Junior and Mbappe, they are players that play with space. If they have space ahead of them, they are ruthless and dangerous.
Yeah.
But if they don't have that kind of pace and they have to carve a defense open, they're not as effective. That's what
you don't have Rodrigo.
And Rodrigo has an hamstring injury. So,
all right, okay. So last thoughts on Warif before we head out.
Yeah, the reason why I give the game to Bayern Munich, we all know that Madrid, their number one keeper, Thibaut Courtois, will not be in that match.
Yeah,
and again, like Falabi said, one-on-one, Vinicius and Mbappe, they can't dribble except when the ball is in motion. So I believe the Bayern Munich defenders, they know this. They wouldn't want in that space to run with the ball. So they want to give them a close marking so that they don't have that time to beat one-on-one dribble. But if they give them that space for the space to run with the ball, I think they're going to punish, Bayern Munich. And if Bayern Munich should score first, I think Madrid, their game plan will not work out for them. So it's going to be an interesting game and a highly tactical game. Yeah.
It's a very, very big game. So we'll be back to talk about the after remarks. So we'll be back again. Are you guys going to be available on Easter?
Yeah, I didn't go to work today, for instance. I'm off today on Monday.
Yeah, so I'm sure I'll do something with you tomorrow. You guys we'll probably do a show tomorrow and Sunday for the rest of the matches. All right, take us out of Falabi.
All right.
It's been another brilliant football show. I've been previewing the big weights, Bayern Munich and Real Madrid in the quarterfinal first leg of the UEFA Champions League. I'm from Mustafa Warifa. My name is Stella Falabi. We'll be back again.
Oh, okay. Were you on holiday too? In America, they don't have a holiday on Good Friday. Yeah.
We are on holiday.
Yeah, no holiday here.
For the next 2 weeks.
Oh, good.
For the next 2 weeks, I'll be free.
What about you, Falabi? You're on holiday?
The way they did our own, we're going on vacation on the 17th, but I'm off this weekend. I'm off this weekend.
Okay, so I'll see you.
I resume on Tuesday. Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys. Thanks.
I've done my beat last week.
Okay.
All right, good night.
All right.